You asked me what I went through on that road through hell that brought me back to you. I told you war can change a man. It broke your heart, but you tried to understand. You wish you were there for me, but baby, can't you see that you were there? In that picture in my pocket, I carried everywhere. Yeah, you were there. On those burning battlefields and in my prayers. Yeah, you were there. When the desert moon began to rise, if I could find a quiet moment in the fight, I'd read your letters, every one of them. And they gave me hope I'd kiss your lips again. You wish you were there for me, but baby, can't you see that you were there? In that picture in my pocket, I carried everywhere. Yeah, you were there. On those burning battlefields and in my prayers. Yeah, you were there. And I know you fight battles of your own, and there are days that you struggle to stay strong. But I'm here for you, 'cause you were there. And in the night you're close to me. You pull me back when my dreams take me to dark places over there. And I thank God that you were there. Yeah, you were there. You were there.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi, my name is Doug. I'm the president of Guardians of the Purple Heart, and we are a 501c3 approved nonprofit organization based here in southeastern Connecticut that specializes in obtaining items or services for Connecticut combat wounded veterans that aren't being met by other organizations like the VA. So what we like to think is where the VA or these other establishments have to leave off because of their corporate red tape and limitations, we can come in behind them and fulfill these needs by reaching out to the community, working with our vast network of supporters, and just coming together as a whole and supporting these Purple Heart recipients and improving their overall quality of life. A lot of people ask us how do they get involved and how do they join in on the fun with us. A lot of things you could do. Follow us on Facebook, #1, Instagram, Twitter. Go to our website at gotph.org. You can send donations, send us a message. Spread the word of what we're doing. All the Connecticut Purple Heart recipients, we are out there trying to make a difference in their lives. So please give us a hand and join in on the fun.
Hey, this is Texas singer-songwriter Sergeant Scotty Frazier, proud to have served in the United States Marine Corps and now proud to serve with music. I am honored to be interviewed by and partner with Fubar Studio, the best in military and veteran supporting podcasts. Check them out, and thank you for your service for our American heroes. Also check out scottyfrazier.com for more of my music, and check us out on Spotify, Amazon, and where all good things are streaming. Semper Fi, rock and roll.
Bring your appetite down to Big Belly Cafe, 140 Gore Street, Webster, Mass. for curbside, takeout, and indoor seating. Visit bigbellycafe.com to view their hours, menu, and order online. For reservations, please call ahead at 508-949-2433. Follow Big Belly Cafe on Facebook for weekly and daily specials. And remember, all veterans receive a discount for their recognition of service. Big Belly Cafe. Reedy's Archery, located in Middleborough, Mass. at 121 Wood Street, has been a staple in the area since 1993 and has become the one-stop pro shop for competitive target archers and bow hunters from New England. Reedy's is open Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to visit reedysarchery.com and follow them on Facebook to keep up with upcoming events. Reedy's Archery, dedicated to the archer. Wolf Aviation Network is the only flight school in the area utilizing the Airwolf Simulator AATD and the specialized Part 61 training program designed to save students money while increasing safety and efficiency. Creating safe pilots is our first priority. Our flight sim is the perfect training device. It is designed to prepare students adequately before taking flight in our aircraft. Fly with us and save money. Wolf Aviation. Reserve your spot at 413-563-1929 and visit wolfaviationnetwork.com.
This is what we train for, every day.
We just received new intel that there's an enemy presence at the airstrip compound.
All those years. When you're the first to arrive, it's not enough to be ready. You have to be relentless. It's our job to control the ground and the sky, wherever they may meet, even behind enemy lines. They call us one-man air traffic control towers, but we're more than that.
Ivy Lima Charlie, break. Airfield is stable. You are clear to land.
We turn hell into an airstrip. And clear the way for others to follow.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Friday night down at the Legion Bar, Bill opened up a box of old cigars. Said on this day back in '69, I lost a best friend of mine. Kinda said that's a place I've been, but it was 2010 Afghanistan. He raised his glass, said here's to friends and their ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, the times and places, they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell. Bartender said next round's on me. I spent some time overseas. Tonight's my first night behind this bar. Bill handed him a cigar. Well, the faces in the pictures, they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, some will laugh, some will cry. Sometimes they'll wonder why. And I've been there, so I wrote this song. I know the need to carry on. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. That they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, we sure do miss them, but we keep them all living in the stories that we tell.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fubar Studios. I'm your host Doug, and today we got a special guest with us today. He's coming all the way from Tennessee, and his name is Scotty Hasting, and he's a country music artist, as well as a military veteran. And I'm going to pass it over to you, Scotty. Welcome, Scotty. I definitely do appreciate you taking the time. Can you tell us about what brought you to getting into the military, and was it like a family tradition or something?
Yeah. So there's definitely families that everyone in the family goes that route of being in the military. I had some family that was in the military, but that was not it. At the time, I was playing baseball, and I wasn't making any money. I had a family I needed to support, and I always had this feeling and this thought of being a part of something bigger than myself, and wanting to do something that meant something. And one day I was talking to the woman that I was with at that time, and she said, just go do it. And that's all I needed. I went and signed up, and of course I wanted to, in my eyes, a soldier is someone who goes out and fights. No disrespect to anyone else than all their jobs, but for me, what I saw when I thought of a soldier was someone out there fighting. And so when it came time to pick my job, my MOS, it was infantry the whole way, because that was, to me, what a soldier was. So that's what I wanted to be. And but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, again, I was in the service as well, and I want to say thank you for your service.
You too.
I got in, and mine was more like a family tradition. Everybody was in the service. My grandfather, my father, stuff like that. My grandfather's father, and so forth. It was absolutely awesome, and I ended up picking my MOS, which was a 88 Mike motor transportation.
Heck yeah, there you
go. I was kind of like, kind of going in between, but then I'm like, crap, should I go and do infantry? And then I ended up getting offered to do airborne right after I finished my AIT. They're like, the airborne recruiter came over and was like, hey, let's go do this. And my drill sergeant's like, why do you want to jump out of a goddamn perfectly good aircraft? He's like, you're a truck driver. And I'm like, but you know what? It's a few extra bucks, come on. Who wouldn't
Why not,
do
that?
Man? So, no, that's absolutely amazing. And, what, can you tell me some of the stuff that made the most, memorable experience being in the military, as well as, being a father and a husband in the military?
Yeah. The most memorable is the same question that anyone that was in the military is going to give you, and it's the guys. It's the people that are there with you. That's also one of the things that you miss the most when you get out is the guys. And that camaraderie is something that is so like deeply ingrained within us. And but yeah, it was it was an amazing experience. It really was. I mean, until April 21st, 2011, it was incredible. Yeah. But it was as a husband and as a father that was in the military, it was important for me to make sure that they were taken care of. And to me, that was the most important part. And that was one of the main reasons why I decided to join in the first place, was because I wanted to make sure that my family was taken care of no matter what. And like I said, I was playing baseball at the time, and I was playing for an independent league, and I wasn't making it good money at all, not enough to support a family. And the military was there, and it was something that I knew would be there all the time. And so yeah, it was great, man. Whenever you like, living on post is incredible. They give you a house, which as someone who has a family that's incredible. And it was, and it's an amazing community. It really is, the military, and in all the neighborhoods within the installations and stuff. So it was amazing, man.
Yeah,
I miss it every day.
Oh, absolutely. And I can tell. Again, it's like, even as myself being in as well, it's like you do miss that, where you are on the installations, and it's like you have the families next to you, the left to you, the right to you, you know, you have that support kind of, kind of feeling with everything. You have the FRG, and stuff like that. You have the family readiness group, and they are always taking care of your loved ones while you're back and forth on those. And it feels really good when you have that support and kind of background, that backing. Where in your career did you start, really in your military career, or even after the military? When did you start kind of getting into more of playing the music, and knowing that you kind of enjoy doing that?
Yeah. So I've been singing my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, it was kind of like my happy place. It was a place that I could, like, kind of just escape into for a while. And and I was in like different choirs and stuff growing up, and then, yeah, in the military, like, I continued to sing. Like, I continued, but it was a hobby. It wasn't like something that I went out and did actively. It was more just hanging out in the car, or just like messing around. It wasn't anything like it is now. And then, COVID hit, and I started learning how to play the guitar and writing songs. And yeah, I started using it as kind of a form of therapy from all the crap that I was going through with the PTSD, the depression, the anxiety. Going to war brings a lot of that stuff back with you, and getting shot a bunch of times, like me, I mean, that doesn't help as well. So I needed some type of therapy, and music was it. It was a way for me to get to not let the cup overflow. It was a way for me to quiet the demons down a little bit, because when it gets quiet is when the demons not the loudest, and COVID was real quiet.
Yeah.
And so I needed something, and music became that outlet and that escape, and that little bit of peace that I could find throughout the day.
Yeah, no, and that's, again, it's like, it's once those demons start coming back, it's like you kind of need to be able to get those, kind of back under control. But it's like during the whole COVID 19 time period, it kind of made that feeling where you're like, you have more of the free time of, like, which is not the good time of having those demons coming back, because that's in your lifetime. It's like that's where you're struggling, and you're trying to not have those struggles come back through.
Sure.
And as you are talking about it, it's like you had you were overseas in Afghanistan. Can you tell us some of that experience, and things that took place there?
Yeah. Being deployed is easy, in the sense that you don't have any responsibilities. The only responsibility you have is to take care of yourself and your brothers, and survive, really. It's like, it's just so raw. But April 21st, 2011 was the day that I was shot. I was shot 10 times, 5 times in the shoulder, 4 times in the hip, and once in the thigh. And yeah, and then after I got shot, so we were in the Kandahar province of Afghanistan. And so after I got shot, we went to the Kandahar airfield, and that's where they started the initial, like, trauma, trauma care. And then from there, once I was, somewhat better, then we started headed to Landstuhl, and yeah, and then from Landstuhl to Walter Reed, and then I spent a full month inpatient at Walter Reed, and then another 7 to 8 months ish, outpatient at Walter Reed. And then my guys were coming back, and I wanted to be sure to to be there when they got back. So I fought like hell to get back to Fort Riley so that I could be there when they get back.
As you said, as you're talking, it's you were stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas.
It was, yeah.
You were. That's the big red one. I was stationed out there. I was actually AGR with the National Guard with the 778 transportation unit out there. We were driving. We were a heavy equipment transportation trucking, which is those big old 42 wheelers.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I remember where we were at. It was right out back. The motor pool was out by the train area, the train depot, where they had all the discarded military vehicles. But I miss that. There's not much out there.
Yeah, that's very true. It's a whole lot of nothing out there.
Oh, it definitely is. Unless you go
just enough, and until you get into Manhattan, where K-State is, then it's just far enough to where you can get in a lot of trouble.
Yes, absolutely. Oh Jesus, yeah. And we were stationed the AGR National for National Guard. It was Kansas City, Kansas, and I'll tell you, I lived in Shawnee Mission when I was with the National Guard active duty National Guardist. But yeah, that was good times. Missed it. I missed it, but I was stationed quite a few other places before getting there, and then getting out, and then going into the reserve, which that was some good times. What music really got you into, inspired to do more singing and playing the guitar and stuff like that? So I know you said you were doing it as like you were growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love all music, but really what really made me fall in love with music was country music. Actually, specifically Garth Brooks. His music really made me fall in love with not only music, but country music as a genre. And so when it came time to start learning songs that I grew up listening to, and so that I could learn how to play the guitar and sing at the same time, it was a no-brainer that it had to be like 90s country, which, if we're going to be honest, the 90s was the best time for country music, hands down. And but yeah, it was Garth Brooks is really the person that the music and the person that made me fall in love with not only music but country music.
Oh, absolutely. Garth Brooks, Kenny Chesney, Conway Twitty. You can name the names, but yeah, Garth Brooks, and he was one of the ones that he was playing for some time, and then took a long break off because he wanted to be be a father to his kids, and it was like he came back and boom, he's still as hot. He was still as
absolutely
a hot individual to be able to still keep going, and it was like it didn't matter that he was gone for so long. His music was like, it was just like every day it was like there.
Yeah, I mean, that's also like a huge testament to the country music fans in general. Country music fans are just so loyal and so incredible, in the sense that this guy takes years off to help raise his daughters, and and then he comes back, and the country music fans are just as excited as they were before, and if not more so. And but yeah, he is such a great example of what country music is, and the values that country music represents. And he's an amazing person, and I've had the opportunity and the pleasure to be able to meet him and talk with him, and he's incredible. He really is. And he never forgot where he came from, that's for sure. He in his head, he's still a a little kid from Oklahoma, man, and he just appreciates and loves every moment that he's in, and you can absolutely tell it every time you are with him and around him. But yeah.
No, absolutely, and that's really, it's what I think country music is what has led a lot of people. But again, you know, I'm into everything. I enjoy classical. I enjoy even opera. I'm hands down well-rounded individual. But I grew up with, you know, country. It's what my grandparents always was always playing. You know, let alone now it was like when satellite radio came out, it was the 60s on 6, you know. And stuff. So it was, you know, all these things. But my grandfather, he was always singing stuff that was all country. It was the Allman Brothers. Yeah, it's like goes on, and I'm like, I just think of the songs that he would always sing, and you know, be, you know, jamming in his truck.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, what music? You have some new music that's dropping. Let's talk about some of this. What's going on with the new music that you have?
Yeah.
Coming out?
So I just dropped my debut EP. That was 3 weeks ago, ish. Yeah, and it is, you know, every line of every single song is me, and you know, I'm incredibly blessed in the sense that I have such an incredible team here at Black River, and they truly just wanted this first EP to show people who I am and what I stand for, and that's what this EP is. I mean, this EP is a deep dive into my heart and soul, and we wanted everyone to know that, and everyone to get a sense of who I really am, and you know, and I think we did that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I kind of I agree with you on it, because the music that I've been listening, that you've been playing, it's like, dude, it's I Am America. You know, it's like that kind of, it grabs you, and you know, kind of tells a story as you listen to it. You know, that's amazing. You know, where else are you gonna be having the events at? Where's like the next upcoming concerts and stuff? Where can they?
Oh man, we have so much coming up. July 3rd, I'll be in Schulzburg, Wisconsin, opening for Chris Lane. July 4th, I'll be back here in Nashville. There's just so much coming up, and yeah, it's all on my website and my social media. It'll be all over that. But yeah, it's been such a wild ride, man. It really has, and it's been incredible. And I never in a million years thought this is what I'd be doing for a living. So it's amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and it's definitely amazing that you're able to enjoy what you like to do, and you have it as a career.
Absolutely.
You know, and you're able to support your family, you're able to support the things that you want to do. And again, you're able to, you know, pretty much take care, perform in front of your fans, and all the viewers and stuff. It's like, it's absolutely amazing that you get to do that, and you know, let alone say that you are also a veteran, because that's a big thing in today's world. And you know, a lot of veterans didn't get the welcome home that they always, you know, that they should have been given. And you know, you've got that, you're getting that, you know, the whole support and stuff. So again, I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to be able to get you on. Again, it's an honor to be able to interview you and get you out to the viewers here at Fubar Studios Veteran Reinforcement, because it's what we try to do. Is we're all veterans, and all the viewers, you know, that are watching, it's like we're all veterans, and it's absolutely amazing to be able to talk to you and get you on here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's been incredible, and I hope that what I'm doing kind of spreads the seed for other veterans to see that you can do so much more.
Yeah.
The thing that I try to reinforce the most is that I suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety every single day.
Yeah.
But yet I'm out here and I'm doing something that I never thought possible.
Yeah.
And and if I can do this, there's not a damn thing that anyone else can't do. So, and I hope that, every veteran sees me and is like, well, shit, like there is more that I can do. There's more out there for me. So.
Absolutely, and you also have a organization that you, if I'm not mistaken, you have like an organization that you are part of.
I have a couple.
You have a couple.
I have a couple that I'm a part of that I really work closely with.
Can you give us the names of those and where they can?
Yeah,
find them?
there's Guitars for Vets, Tunnel to Towers. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking right now? For some reason I'm blanking and I don't know why. Operation Encore. There's so many incredible nonprofits. Nonprofits saved my life. So if there's an opportunity for me to be able to give back and to be able to give what I received when I was lost and trying to figure out who I am and what I am and how I'm going to do it, if there's a way for me to give back to an organization that helps the way that I was helped, then I want to be that 100%. PenFed Foundation is another one. There's just so many incredible nonprofits out there, and the hardest part is me having to find time to help all of them because I love to be a part of it, and I love to help, and I want to help spread the word for veterans that are looking for something.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's one of the key things out there is, again, as you're saying, is you struggle, which is absolutely amazing that you're able to just talk about it. Is that you struggle from PTSD, anxiety, and stuff like that. And again, myself, I struggle with that as well myself. I go through the VA, I get my medication through them, service connected, and it's like realizing that I can admit that I have these things. It's always good to know that other veterans are doing the same thing, because again, it's very tough for us to admit to these things, because
Absolutely.
We don't want to give up a lot of stuff. We don't want to feel like we get a title put into us that's negative.
100%. And when I first got into this, like I told the label that I'm with, like I don't care about being famous. I don't care about making a buttload of money. All I care about is that we're making music that helps people. I want someone to hear a song and for them to put down the gun and decide to move on till tomorrow. And the only way that I can truly help somebody is to be 100% authentically me, which means that I have to talk about the PTSD and the depression and the anxiety. I have to show people that I am them. Like other veterans, like I get it. Like the PTSD, the depression, the anxiety, the crippling PTSD, I've been there. I've been in your shoes, and that's the only way that I can help is to truly just air it all out.
Yeah, no, it's so true. It's if you're able to air your own stuff that you have out there, then you're able to go ahead and help others with the struggles that they have as well. And if you can get down to their level of, hey, this is what I have issues with, they're always willing to put it out there themselves sometimes. I also run a nonprofit organization, which is Track Day for Veterans. It's a nonprofit that we get veterans out to races. We call it where racing meets freedom, and we get the veterans out there. Feel free at some point, if you want, take a look at it, because again, there's a lot of stuff that these guys that I bring out to the track. It's absolutely, they even tell me it's like they don't even want to leave. And what made me get into doing a nonprofit, as well as for another nonprofit that did stuff for me, which one of them was Homeland Heroes Foundation, ran by Julie Weymouth up in Salem, New Hampshire, but also For the Love of Veterans Inc., which they helped me out with getting my SGB shot done, which is a cellular ganglion block, and which helps with my PTSD.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
It made me kind of feel that way, and the same way as like how you're saying, it's like nonprofits that help you is what gets you into help kind of doing yours, or helping them keep their cause keep going.
100%.
So again, I really appreciate it. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm honored to have you on here. We're gonna end it with what do you have to the viewers that are going through PTSD? What message could you give to them if you could say something to them?
Yeah. First off, thank you again. It's been a pleasure. But what I would say is just keep moving, man. Like, that there's been times when I've been at that, at the end of my road, and through the my friends and family are just sure, like me just being a hard-headed pain in the ass, I just kept moving forward. And I think moving, even if it's just looking forward, you don't have to actively be moving, but looking forward, and just keep going, because time heals all things. I mean, PTSD never goes away, but you can still be successful, and you can still be you can still live your life and live your dreams. I mean, I'm living a dream that I never even thought I had until I did. And so I mean, if I can get up there and I can get on stage and play in front of thousands of people, there's not a damn thing that anyone out there can't do. But yeah, keep moving forward, keep looking forward, and then just when you get an opportunity, take it.
Absolutely.
Don't let anything stop you.
Absolutely. Good. That's absolutely amazing. That hit it right on the head. And again, we really appreciate it, and thank you for taking the time. And so I will have Beavis and Butthead take it over for us, and they can let us know how they think the episode went with us today.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah. Shut up!
You suck!
Stop, in the name of all that which does not suck.
Thanks for watching Fubar Studios Veteran Reinforcement. Please make sure to check out the Fubar Studios on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and visit the website at fubarstudio.com. Fubar Studios is a Sinista1 Production.